Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Spot Connector with another installment of Building the Team. So, after finally doing the Pauper game, this past week, instead of the week before, I ended up at 0-3 running the Justice League team. Yeah, it actually does work fairly well, and it really, honestly, it really just came down to the occasional poor dice roll. So yeah, it's not a bad team. It's just it could have been a better team, or it's not a bad team. It's just that it could have done better. And in all honesty, that makes for a good. That 500-point team does make for a good base for the Justice League to then, to build off of for a larger team. But, so now we're moving on to 700 points, named theme team. Now to clarify, basically the, teams, locations, races, or if you've got Venom Cap, which I no longer do, monsters. Being a monster. So, yeah, anyway. So, we'll start things off with the Guardians of the Galaxy team, which is actually a theme we haven't run in quite some time. So, coming in first, we've got Mantis. Mantis here comes in at 56 points. She's got the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy martial artist keywords. Improved movement, ignores hindering terrain. Looking at her dial, we start off with the special power, This One Nudged You to Join. Mantis can use mind control as if she had a range value of 7. When she does, she may target an adjacent friendly character with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, even if that character has Battle Fury. Characters hit by Mantis through mind control modify their attack values by +1. Okay. Then that gives way to phasing teleport. On attack, she opens up with. Oh no! She clicks into Precision Strike, but she starts off with nothing. On defense, we open up with Combat Reflexes, which gives way to Regeneration, and on damage, we open up with a special power, Precog Priest of Pama. Mantis can use Close Combat Expert and Probability Control. Okay. That gives way to support. Not too shabby. Next up, we've got Gamora. So, Gamora here comes in at 60 points. She's got the Graces, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity Watch, Assassin, and Warrior keywords. As well as improved movement, ignores characters. Looking at the dial, we open up with some charge, which gives way to sidestep. On attack, we open up with Blaze Claw's Fangs, and that's the only attack power she's got. On defense, we open up with special defensive power. Take advantage of your sloppiness. Gamora can use super senses. When she uses super senses to evade a close combat attack, you may immediately place her into a square adjacent to the attacker. Now, one thing about that is if someone can target out of adjacency and target characters they are adjacent to, that's still a ranged attack. So, if she evades that, she doesn't get to, move into a different square. Anyway, taking advantage gives way to combat reflexes. And then on damage, she opens up with Exploit Weakness. It's a good combination with the Charging Blades, which then gives way to Close Combat Expert, which works well with the sidestep. Moving on, we've got Star-Lord. One of two different versions of the character for this team. So, Star-Lord comes in at 79 points. You got the Guardians of the Galaxy, Spartoy, Soldier, and Warrior keywords. He's got improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. Next up, we've got, looking at the dial, we open with Running Shot, which is with a sidestep. On we open nothing on attack to start with, but he clicks into Precision Strike, which then gives way to the special power Eat My Dust. Star-Lord can use Charge and has the flying ability. After he moves and actions resolve, he can use Smoke Cloud as a free action. When he does, he may place any number of hindering terrain markers, but only in squares he moved through. Then on defense, we open with Toughness, which gives way to Energy Shield Deflection. And finally, on damage, we open up with the special power Leader of the Guardians. Star-Lord can use Leadership. When he does, if he removes an action token from a character with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, modify that character's combat values by +1 until your next turn. Okay, that's not too shabby at all, especially when you're looking at how many of these guys open up with an 11 attack. Give him a 12. Ooh, that's almost a guaranteed hit. Anyway, Leader of the Guardians then gives way to Range Combat Expert. Moving on to Moondragon. Moondragon here comes in at 85 points. And she's got the Avengers, Defenders, Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity Watch, and Martial Artist keywords. Looking at her dial, we open up with Running Shot, which gives way to Charge. On attack, we open up with Telekinesis, which then gives way to the special power Psychic Intrusion, which allows her to use Penetrating Psychic Blast, and when she does, after her action resolves, she can use Mind Control to target a hit character as a free action. That then gives way to Precision Strike. On defense, we've got Energy Deflection, which then gives way to Combat Reflexes. Then on damage, we open with Shape Change, which gives way to Outwit, which then gives way to Close Combat Expert. Next on the list, we've got Major Victory. So, funny little story here. When I bought my case of Guardians of the Galaxy all those years ago, the set that Major Victory here is from, I didn't realize it for a good long while, but there was a slight problem with one of the Major Victories I pulled. He had the entirely wrong dial. I wouldn't realize this for years. And I played him one time. I was playing him in a game, and suddenly realizing there was a discrepancy. So yeah, luckily it turns out I did have one with an extra one with the right dial, or I did have one with the right dial on it. So yeah. Anyway, Major Victory comes in at 95 points. It's got the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Future keywords, as well as the trait Containment Suit Breach. Major Victory can use Toughness. When he's dealt penetrating damage, roll a d6. On a 2, 3, or 4, increase the damage dealt to him by 1. On a 1, increase the damage dealt to him by 2. Oof. So it's kind of a crapshoot there. Anyway, looking at the dial, we open with Running Shot, which gives way to Force Blast. On attack, we start off with Psychic Blast, which gives way to Pulse Wave. On defense, we open with Energy Deflection, and then on damage, we open up with the special power Carrying On Cat's Legacy. Major Victory can use Leadership, Perplex, and Telekinesis. When he uses Telekinesis, he may use it a second time as a free action, but only to place a friendly hero with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword. Okay then. So yeah, he will definitely be useful in positioning people, especially early on. Oh, I was wrong. He does not start off with Energy Deflection. Anyway, moving on. Next up we have Drax. Drax here comes in at 100 points. He's got the Guardians of the Galaxy, Infinity Watch, Brute, and Warrior keywords. And he's got a trait Slice and Dice. He begins the game with 2 Blade tokens on his card. When he has 2 of these tokens, he can use Flurry. When he has at least 1, he can use Blade's Claw's Fangs. When he has none of these tokens, he can use Plasticity and Super Strength. When an opposing character with his Blade token on its card is KO'd, place a Blade token on this card. Okay. So then we open up with on the dial with charge, which works great with the whole traded conditional flurry and blades. That gives me a sidestep. Then on attack, we open up with a special power, Blade Throw. Give Drax a power action. Remove a blade token from this card to make a ranged combat attack as if he had a range value of 6. If you do, roll a d6 and replace his damage value with a result, lock it, and then you place a blade token on the. Basically, it is literally ranged Blade's Claw's Fangs. Then on defense, we open up with the special power, Never Stops, Never Tires. Drax can use invulnerability and willpower. Okay. And that then gives way to toughness. And then he's got nothing on damage. Kind of sucks. You'd think maybe he would get some close combat expert in there somewhere, but nope. Moving on to Star-Lord. So yeah, I know that normally I do not put multiples of the same character on a team, but this is kind of one of those things where these two versions of Star-Lord are just really that good, and they both have a place on the team. So, anyway, this Star-Lord comes at 110 points. He's got the Guardians of the Galaxy, Imperial Guard, Spartoy, Pilot, and Warrior keywords. He also has improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. He has a trait. Well, okay, unlike the other Star-Lord, he has a trait. Guard the whole galaxy. Friendly characters with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword may replace their defense values with the highest printed defense values amongst friendly characters with that keyword. So, yeah, everyone basically gets an 18 defense. Plus any defense modifiers. Looking at his dial, we open up with running shot. Yeah. That gives way to stealth. On attack, we open up with energy explosion. Defense, we open up with inertial deflection, which then gives way to combat reflexes. Then on damage, we open up with the special power tactical maneuver. Star-Lord can use Outwit. When he does, he can outrange and draw lines of fire from any friendly character that shares a keyword with him. Oh boy, yeah. Moving him out of the starting area is really just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, right, pointless. There's no reason to move this character. You just leave him in the back. And he can outwit. Plus, he's got ignores hindering terrain for improved targeting against hindering terrain. So, yeah. Oh, you're in stealth. That's nice. I'm outwitting combat reflexes. Or, oh, I'm outwitting your invincible. I'm outwitting your invincible, and now you can go get fucked. Okay, so tactical maneuver then gives way to ranged combat expert, which then gives way to close combat expert. Alright, moving on to the last group for the team. Venom. Space Knight. This is from back when Flash Thompson was Venom. Or rather, Agent Venom. Going for a more clearly heroic take on the Venom concept. So, Venom Space Knight comes in at 125 points. He's got the Spider-Man ally team ability, but there are no other team abilities from the copy, so oh well. Anyway, he's got Guardians of the Galaxy, Space Knight, Spider-Man family, Thunderbolts, and Cosmic keywords. He has the trait Alien Symbiote, which gives him plasticity, shape change, and the ability to break away automatically. And he has improved movement, ignores elevated terrain and hindering terrain. Whew. Now, looking at the dial. We open up with a couple clicks of running shot, which gives way to a quick charge, and some flurry, and then some stealth. On attack, we've got oh my, some penetrating blast, followed by some precision strike, followed by some blaze sauce fangs, and followed by steel energy. Defense, unlike everyone else on the team, he's got Indomitable, so yay, built-in willpower. And power-wise, we've got some invulnerability, then toughness, then combat reflexes, then regeneration. And then on damage, we open up with Perplex, which then eventually gives way to Battle Fury. All in all, not bad for the points. Yeah, he is he's really definitely going to be making mincemeat of people. Alright, so moving on to our next team, we've got ourselves a Green Lantern Corps team, which is something we don't usually make because a lot of the lanterns I really want to use are highly cost restrictive. So I end up not using them. In fact, this is a 700 point build, and the Lantern team's only a 6-figure team. So, first off, we've got ourselves Saranic Natu. So, Saranic Natu was a Green Lantern introduced in the aftermath of... I want to say in the aftermath of Green Lantern Rebirth, or it could have even been... Yeah, oh yeah, it was... Yeah. Basically after the Green Lantern Corps was brought back. She is from the same planet as... She is not only a member of the same race as Sinestro, but in fact Sinestro's daughter, and was pretty much exiled from the planet when she got the Sinestro Corps ring because of the fact that Green Lanterns are not too highly looked upon by the people of Korrigar due to Sinestro having basically taken over the planet as a Green Lantern. Well, she was a doctor. And so that kind of became her big thing within the Corps. She was, she was a space cop, but she was also a medic. She would eventually enter into a relationship with Earth Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner. And so, but yeah. Anywho, so Saranic comes in at 70 points. She's got the Green Lantern Corps keyword. And she has a trait, Tangled Lives. Opposing characters named Sinestro modify their combat values by -1 if not already modified by this effect. When Saranic Natu is adjacent to a character named Kyle Rayner, both modify their attack values by +1 if not already modified by this effect. Alright. Looking at her dial, we open up with some Force Blast, which then gives way to the special speed power Will. Saranic Natu can use Willpower. When an opposing character targets Saranic without Wit or Perplex, roll a d6, and on a 4, 5, or 6, ignore that effect. Okay? Then on attack, we open up with the special power Battlefield Medic. Saranic Natu can use Telekinesis as support. When she uses Telekinesis and places a friendly character adjacent to her, she can use support as a free action, but only to heal that character. That's kind of nifty. On defense, we open with Toughness, which then gives way to Air Shield Deflection. And then on damage, we start off with nothing, but that gives way to Exploit Weakness. Moving on to Rond Vidar. So Rond here comes in at 80 points. He's got the Green Lantern Corps, Legion of Superheroes, Future and Scientist keywords. You may have noticed there being a slot near the bottom of his sculpt. See? That is because he is set up for constructs, meaning that I could add, say, green boxing glove. For its cost. However, this team was pretty much built at, kind of, we are at 700 points, so sadly, no constructs. And he has a trait, Time Cube. Once per game, when Ron Radar is hit with an attack, you may place him or the attacker in their respective starting areas. Okay. Then, looking at the dial itself, we open up with Sidestep. In fact, it's always got on speed. On attack, we open up with special power, Undercover Green Lantern. Ron Radar can use Shape Change and Stealth. Okay. That gives way to Incapacitate. On defense, we open up Energy Deflection, which then gives way to the special defense power, Will. It's the same as Soranic's Will special power. Willpower, when targeted with opposing at Winter Perplex, on a roll of d6, then on a 4, 5, or 6, ignore it. Then we open up with it? We open up on damage with Outwit, which then gives way to Building Control. Next up, we've got Jade. Now, I didn't think about this until just now, but this team actually has two of Kyle Rayner's past loves. One, Soranic, and two, Jade. Jade is the daughter of Golden Age Green Lantern Alan Scott. She was a member of one of the Justice League lineups, one of the JSA lineups, Infinity Inc., and she would later become part of the Green Lantern Corps. As I understand it, her powers come from the Starheart. And it's kind of like this combination of the Starheart and a Green Lantern ring. She was killed during, I want to say it was Infinite Crisis? As part of the contingent of heroes that went off into space. And then she came back during Blackest Night. As one of the 8 characters who were reborn. Anyway, so Jade comes in at 85 points. She's got the Green Lantern Corps. Oh, she was also an outsider. Forgot about that. Outsiders and White Lantern Corps keywords. She's got improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. She has a construct ability. On dial, we open up with Phasing Teleport, which then gives way to the special speed power, Starheart Hypnosis. Jade can use Mind Control. When she hits an opposing character using her Mind Control and actions resolve, heal her of 1 damage. Okay. On attack, we open up with Telekinesis. On defense, she's got, first off, she's indomitable. So, built-in willpower. And she starts off with Toughness, which then gives way to Energy Deflection, which then gives way to the special power, Life. Jade can use Regeneration. When turn the dial, if this click is revealed due to taking damage from an opponent's attack, stop to turn the dial, and it can't be ignored. Then on damage, we open up with Enhancement, which then gives way to Shape Change, which finally gives way to Support. Moving on to Kilowog. So Kilowog here comes in at 140 points. He's got the Green Lantern Corps keyword. He also has the trait Will, Drill Sergeant. Kilowog can use combat reflexes and willpower. When an opposing character targets Kilowog without Wit or Perplexed, roll a d6, and on a result of 4, 5, or 6, ignore that effect. Okay, that's cool. I should like that a bit better than the other Will special powers. Should be noted he's a transporter, so he's got the move and attack ability. But look at the dial, we open up with Charge, which then gives way to Flurry. On attack, we open up blank and then click into the special power. Come on, Poozers. Kilowog can use Perplex, but may only target other characters with a Green Lantern Corps keyword. Okay, makes sense. The whole the whole drill sergeant bit. Uh, on defense, we open up with invulnerability, which gives way to toughness. And then on damage, we open up with enhancement, which gives way to power, which then gives way to close combat expert. All in all, not bad. Not bad at all. Moving on, we've got Hal Jordan, who has over the years become one of the most divisive characters in the Green Lantern mythos. Mainly because of fans who didn't want to give his other characters a chance, though admittedly, yes, they were treated poorly in with Hal's fall to villainy. So, yeah, it's kind of it's a complicated thing. So, Hal Jordan's at 160 points. He's got the Green Lantern Corps and New Guardians keywords. He has the contract ability. He also has the trait Power Ring Mastery. Hal Jordan can use telekinesis as a free action if he has no action tokens. Okay. So the basic idea would be beginning of after he's been cleared, TK someone, and then he can go do his thing. So looking at the dial, we've got running shot. On attack, we've got precision strike followed by energy explosion. On defense, we've got invulnerability followed by energy deflection. On damage, we've got range combat expert followed by special power will limitless reserve. Hal Jordan can use willpower, and opposing heroes can't use perplex to modify his combat values. When a second action token is placed on Hal Jordan, roll a d6. On a 3, 4, 5, or 6, heal Hal of 1 damage. Okay, so he can still be outwitted, and there's no way around him being outwitted. It's not like with the other will ones where it's, oh hey, I'm out with this. Okay, well, I'm gonna roll a die. Oh no, you're not. No, I'm out with this. All right. So, okay. Also, fun point. The names for all of his standard powers are various points, are ordered portions of the Green Lantern Corps. Or the Green Lantern Corps Oath. And well, that's something we can talk about later. Finally, we've got John Stewart, Green Lantern of a generation. I mean, seriously, if you watched Justice League growing up, if you watched the Justice League cartoon growing up, pretty sure John Stewart is your Green Lantern. That's the guy. That's who you think of when you think of the Green Lantern. All right, so John Stewart comes at 165 points. He's got the Green Lantern Corps and Soldier keywords. He also has the contract ability. He also has and he has improved targeting, ignores elevated terrain, or not elevated, ignores hindering terrain and characters. Now we've got running shot, followed by charge on speed. On attack, we open with precision strike, which then gives way to pulse wave. Defense, he got indomitable. One of 2 members on the team that got built-in willpower that is not contingent on a special power or trait. But top power-wise, we open with toughness, which gives way to energy shield deflection, which then gives way to combat reflexes. On damage, we open up with the special power military training. John Stewart can use range combat expert. He may use it as a range combat action instead of a power action, so he can use that with he can use it with running shot. And then military training gives way to close combat expert. Also of note is 10 range. So yeah, TK him out there, and then Oh, he doesn't need to be tele. By himself, he's got a 15 square threat range. Right off the bat. Sprint and speed value of 10. Range value of 10. Yeah. Running shot for 5. And then, 10 squares away. Ignore characters. Okay. Anyway, moving on to another team that we've built more than a few times. X-Force. So, kicking things off, we've got Boom Boom. Boom Boom here comes in at 60 points. She's got the New Mutants, X Factor, and X-Force keywords. Looking at our dial, we open up with some running shot, then we got some running shot, then some sidestep, then back to running shot. On attack, we open up with a special power 3, 2, 1, boom. Boom Boom can use energy explosion and penetrating psychic blast. When she makes a ranged attack and has no action tokens, modify her attack and damage values by +1. Okay. That gives way then to energy explosion by itself. Then on defense, we've got a couple clicks of inertial deflection, followed by a few clicks of willpower. Okay. Moving on to Shatterstar. Shatterstar here also comes in at 60 points. He's got the X-Men team ability, as well as the Mojoverse, X-Force, and Warrior keywords, and he has a trait engineered to be the ultimate fighter. Shatterstar can use sidestep and toughness. Okay. Then looking at the dial, we open up with charge, which then gives way to flurry, and then back to charge. On attack, we open up with the special attack power, Twin Blades. Shatterstar can use Blades, Claws, Fangs. When he does, once per turn, he may re-roll the D6 roll. Okay. That gives way to regular Blades. Yeah. On defense, we open up with Combat Reflexes, which gives way to Super Senses, and then back to Combat Reflexes, and then a click of Regeneration at the very end. And on damage, start off blank and click into eventually probability control. Next up, we've got Wolverine, the old knucklehead. So Wolverine here comes in at 75 points. He's got the X-Men team ability, as well as the Weapon X, X-Force, X-Men, and Martial Artist keywords, and finally the trait, I've always hated you, Wade. Friendly characters named Deadpool can use Mastermind, but only to choose Wolverine. When Wolverine hits an opposing character named Deadpool, after resolution, remove all action tokens from Wolverine. Looking at the dial, we've got some charge, followed by some sidestep, followed by flurry on speed. On attack, we've got a majority of the dial being Blaze Claws Fangs. Defense is indomitable, built-in willpower, definitely always a plus. We got some toughness, then some combat reflexes. And finally, the special power, healing factor working overtime. 1, it's a stop click. So anytime you hit, it comes up, it's going to stop the dial. Regeneration. Once per game, when Wolverine uses regeneration, instead of rolling a d6, you may roll 2 and have that result. It heals 1 less than normal, though, because it's a stop click. Then on damage, we go back and forth between Exploit Weakness and Outwit, and then we get a couple clicks at the end of Battle Fury. Next up, after Wolverine, we've got Domino. So, Domino here comes in at 90 points. She's got the X-Men team ability, as well as the 6-pack X-Force Assassin, Soldier, and Spy keywords. We got 2 traits. First off is X-Force, which allows Domino to use stealth. Next up, after that, is Bad Luck Lady. Domino can use probability control. When an opposing character rerolls an attack targeting Domino, immediately modify the attacker's attack and damage values by -1. Okay? Then, looking at her dial, you get a couple clicks of running shot, followed by a couple clicks of sidestep on speed. On attack, we have a few clicks of Precision Strike, followed by a couple clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs. On defense, we've got a few clicks of. Okay, we start off with a few combat reflexes and a couple of not precision strike, super senses, and then at the end we've got regeneration. And then finally on damage, we start off with nothing, but click into shape change. Okay, not too bad. It's hard to really figure which is the best domino because we've had 4 over time, and each one has its perks. So yeah. Next up, we've got Cable. As I stated previously, I'm not 100% thrilled with how he's done in the game, but yeah. Cable comes in at 120 points. He's got the X-Men team ability as well as the New Mutants 6-pack X-Force X-Men Armor, Future, and Soldier keywords. He's got the X-Force trait which allows him to use stealth and improved movement ignores hindering terrain. We open up with a special speed power body slide which allows him to use phasing teleport, and when he moves 5 or fewer squares after action resolve, he may make a close or range attack. That then gives way to running shot, then we're back to body slide, then some flurry, and back to body slide. On attack, we open with penetrating psychic blast, which then gives way to energy explosion, which honestly, Cable having mostly ranged combat-based powers makes perfect sense because, well, kind of his whole shtick is he's got a shit ton of guns. Then on defense, 1, he's indomitable. He starts off with a special power, Techno-Organic Body and Telekinetic Shield. Cable can use Invulnerability. When he has less than 2 action tokens, he can use Energy Shield Deflection. Okay. That gives way to Toughness for a few clicks, and then at the very end, a click of Regeneration. On damage, we open up with some Probability Control, then some Range Combat Expert, then some Exploit Weakness, and then back to Prob. Okay. I still stick by what I said in my old and busted versus new hotness video that while this is the best Cable we currently have, it's a far cry from what the best Cable could be. The lack of leadership for starters. Moving on to Deadpool, everyone's favorite mark with a mouth. So Deadpool here comes in at 135 points. He's got the Agency X, Deadpool Core, Heroes for Hire, 6-pack, Thunderbolts, Weapon X, X-Force, and Assassin keywords. He has the Word Balloon ability, so he can be given a free action to have a Word Balloon attached to him, and then use the associated effects of the Word Balloon. He's also got a trait, I've been kicked off better teams than this, but you seem to be recruiting. During your first turn, you may choose to have Deadpool lose all keywords. If you do, he may choose a copyable team ability on opposing character possesses, and he may use it this game. Okay, I mean, I get it, but yeah. Alright, so, looking at the dial itself, we've got some running shot, followed by some sidestep, followed by phasing teleport. Okay, alright. I think the phasing teleport should honestly be, traded. That's kind of something he can do whenever he wants to do it, but yeah. Then, on attack, we open up with nothing but click into Blaze Claw's Fangs, which then gives way to Pulse Wave. On defense, he's got Indomitable, so built-in willpower, which is actually kind of prevalent on this team as a whole. But we start off with Toughness, which then gives way to Super Senses. Then we've got the special power, Ridiculous Regeneration. Whenever Deadpool will be dealt damage from an attack, roll a d6 instead. On a 1, takes the damage plus 1. On a 2 or a 3, normal amount of damage. 4 or a 5, he takes 1 damage. On a 6, he heals 1 damage. And this power cannot be countered or ignored. Then we've got, that gives way to regular regeneration. And finally on damage, Start off with nothing, but click into Perplex, which then gives way to Outwit. And finally for the team, we've got ourselves Colossus. Colossus here comes in at 150 points. He's got the X-Men team ability as well as the X-Force, X-Men, and Armor keywords. He has a trait Russian Strength, which allows him to use Super Strength, and he has improved movement, ignores hindering terrain. Looking at the dial, we open up with a special speed power Forward Juggernaut. Colossus can use Charge and improved movement, ignores and destroys blocking terrain. This then gives way to Sidestep, and then we're back to Forward Juggernaut, and then back to Sidestep. On attack, we've got a handful of clicks of Quake. On defense, he's indomitable, so built-in willpower. Once again, start off with Invincible, which then gives way to Impervious, which then gives way to Invulnerability. And then finally on damage, we start off with nothing, but that then gives way to a mid-dial run of Close Combat Expert. So all in all, not too shabby. Honestly, it's probably close to being the best Colossus we've got in the game right now. Anyway, so yeah, that's this week's 3 teams. I've got a surprise announcement to make. So, over the next couple days, we're doing our first ever HeroClix unboxing series on this. X-Men, the animated series. The Dark Phoenix Saga. The unboxing series will be done over the course of 4 videos. 2 tomorrow, 2 on Saturday. And, yeah. So we all got that to look forward to. Anywho, as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I put up new content. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying, live long and rock hard.